non-Indigenous people from across Canada and around the world. And it is this diversity and shared community spirit that makes Inuvik a great place to live. So we have item number 2, adoption of the agendas. No additional agenda items, I assume.
No.
All right. Item number 3, declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interests. Anyone have anything to declare? Being nothing, we'll move on to item number 4, delegations to presentation for petitions. Staff Sergeant Wynot is coming on Wednesday, I hear, so we'll defer that to the Wednesday meeting. Next up is item number 5, public question period. Seconds on that. Being none. Next item is item number 6, adoption of the minutes. Do anyone have any further comments, clarifications, questions on the April 20th and 22nd minutes? Seeing none, we can move on to action items. Item number 7. It appears there's not any significant updates on there.
There is no significant updates. Everything is dependent on the community plan and the zoning bylaw, and that's still in the minister's office.
Thank you. Next up, new business, item 8.1, we have a request for donation from the Muskrat Jamboree Kitty Carnival. We have a presentation here summarizing the value of everything that's being requested. We also have Justin, who's here and available for any questions or comments. Did you have anything you wanted to say to open the discussion, Justin, or just here to answer questions?
Yeah, just here if you have any.
Okay.
Sorry, just any questions I'm here for it.
Great, thank you. With that, I'll turn it over to the council to see if anyone has comments, questions, clarifications. Councilor Merrill.
This is really an important event for the children of the community. I love it. I love it.
Who knew you were such a softie? Love it.
We won't be spraying them.
All right, if there are no further comments or questions, thank you, Justin. The decision for this will be made on the Wednesday meeting.
Okay.
But thank you for coming out.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Item 8.2 is another donation request from Inuvik Pride, and this is for an in-kind donation for use of the facility at the community hall for a Pride event movie screening on June 7th. We have Marissa and colleague here available for any questions, comments, clarifications on this item. Councilor Parrott.
I just want to acknowledge the great work that's been done around celebrating and acknowledging Pride over the last 10 years within the community. It's great that the event is continuing to grow, use different venues, and to have what looks like another expanded event like this movie screening.
Councilor Parrott. Councilor McDonald.
Sure. Yes, out of curiosity, the detail on a movie you're going to be showing, do you have any information on that?
I was thinking that on the way here. We haven't decided on the movie yet. Last 2 years ago, we screened a documentary about how the Pride Parade started in Iqaluit, and then also a short film by an Inuit documentary maker. It's not a documentary like a short film, but where 2 of the characters are Paul and are women. So the idea is like having a movie that is like representative of queer culture, queer storylines, but not explicit in any way. I would imagine this year the event we're doing on Saturday is like family oriented. It's like a barbecue in the middle of the day, so we're sort of leaning towards something light and fun. Yeah.
Thank you.
Just do Councilor Merrill first, then we'll come in.
I just want to say I appreciate you holding or asking to hold it at the rec center. I think that makes it really accessible for everybody.
You, SAO Cindy.
Besides this event, are you still doing the parade?
Yeah, so the parade is organized by the school. The QSA, they are still doing the parade. We are partnering with them and adding like a community art project. And then we're hosting a celebration that's open to the community on Saturday.
Okay.
Yes.
What day is the parade?
It's on Wednesday.
The Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Any further comments, questions, clarifications? Seeing none, I'll just note now that I have my glasses on, the aforementioned colleague is Jackie, correctly, I can actually see you. Thank you, Marissa, appreciate you coming out and making time for the meeting.
Thank you.
Item number 9 is bylaws, of which we have no bylaws for discussion at this meeting. Item number 10, department updates, of which we have none this meeting either. Item number 11 is the final budget timeline. Turn over to SAO if you want to give a quick summary.
So what we provided for you in this meeting is just so you can do some advanced planning. That way we can get the budget approved in mid-June, so that will line up with when it is historically passed and the interim tax billing comes out. So we've already passed the budget in terms of through the directors. And by tomorrow, we will, on the 12th, we will have the budget figures passed out to the finance committee. And hopefully this week we will have a meeting with the finance committee. Again, just so you know, these are numbers where it's TBA just in terms of people's availability. And we hope to have the final budget for your review on the 21st after any revisions or feedback from the committee. That will give you 4 days before the 25th, where we would discuss the budget, where you have an opportunity for any questions. And then that will give us just over 2 weeks to do any revisions that you've requested, and then it will be reviewed on June 8th. And we will then start the bylaw, the first, second, and third reading of the bylaw for the mill rates. So hopefully by the 24th, we will have the third reading and the tax letters going out by the 26th of June. So we're just trying to line it up and give you a heads up on when we're gonna, when you can expect the documents and any of the revisions to that, so.
Thank you, SAO Bly. Any questions from council on that? Straightforward. Excellent. Item number 12, any council concerns to bring up? Seeing none. I may just raise the annual concern, complaint, potholes, especially around some particularly high traffic areas like the King Minya by the school and the corner of King Minya and Brainerd. I haven't driven all over town, but yeah, I think some of those high traffic areas, I know there's probably got to wait a bit longer again to deal with it, but it'd be great to get those attended to as soon as reasonably possible.
Duly noted, and we're already on it. Already have the grader on King Minya, and then the snow came again. So once it dries up enough to where it's not going to be muck again, we'll get the graders out again.
Thank you. And I assume the school parking lot is the school's and GNWT's responsibility. Perfect. Thank you for clarification. Any further council concerns? Councilor McDonald.
Yeah, I can't speak to all of the garbage facilities or garbage cans around town, but only on my street, at Shell Lake particularly, they built a pad, and around the pads, it's been dug out, and there's 2 huge holes basically with pools of water, which for me isn't a big deal, but there's some elderly people in that neighborhood that are having a difficult time trying to get the garbage in the garbage can, and so maybe we could look at that at some point.
We will add it to the infrastructure list. Once the snow goes, they generally do go around and identify anything that's requiring repairs. So we'll make sure that Shell Lake is on the inspection list.
Thank you. And rather than a concern, again, a kudos to some of our teams that have been out steaming all the culverts and helping to drain some of that water, which then returned, and I'm sure they'll be out there again in force to make sure that all these large piles can drain out appropriately. So kudos to them. I did see them out quite a lot, getting all those culverts cleared out. So hopefully we can get all the stuff cleaned up again soon. And kudos to the comms team on all the communication stuff. I think that's been really good, very helpful. To have that out there, definitely getting some response and reaction, so it's good to see that people are paying attention. If there are no more concerns, item number 13 is in camera, which we have none, so with that, we would just move to adjournment. Motion to adjourn from Councilor McDonald. Accepted. Motion, meeting adjourned.